If I add a bit of green to his eyes, he'll look more menacing. Nope.
Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. I love finding affordable ways to DIY a variety of things. Money can't buy everything except maybe figures. I love collecting figures and recreating iconic scenes. Every figure deserves to shine on my display. So every week I ask myself the same question and answer it by creating something I'm proud of. Join my weekly adventure by subscribing to my channel. Leave your feedback and suggestions down below. I often get inspired by your comments, and I hope I can inspire you too.
Last time, I fixed the Spider-Man Homecoming suit, making it look less cartoonish and more like the MCU version. Check that video out. And since I fixed Spider-Man from Homecoming, I gotta fix the villain of that movie too, Vulture. I didn't get the original, so when I found out there's a re-release, I was excited. The wingspan is super impressive. However, I'm not a fan of the colors at all. The colors are too vibrant, making everything look fresh and brand new, giving this figure a very toy-like feel to it. So,
Let's deconstruct this figure.
First, his leather jacket and gloves. Maybe it's the brown they used, or the reflectiveness. It makes him look like he's made out of chocolate. Yum. His pants aren't helping either. That green reminds me of matcha green tea. Chocolate and matcha. Maybe I'm just hungry. The silver also is too clean. It makes it look like it's his first time wearing the armor. In the movie, Adrian Toomes is a scavenger. His suit's supposed to be made out of tech he's found over the years, so there should be some wear and tear to his gear. And finally, his wings. The paint app is minimal. Besides the turbines, there's only a bit of green paint here and there. I want to make the wings feel more mechanical and make them look more worn out, since his wings are likely the parts with the most wear and tear.
That's my analysis. It doesn't mean this figure isn't great. I just wanted to make it even better. So, can I make it?
First, his leather jacket. The leather jacket Vulture is wearing in the movie is a couple of shades darker and seems glossier. So I'm going to go over the entire jacket with a darker brown. I'm using a somewhat wet brush here so the paint will slide around and stick to certain areas. Kinda like how some leather will lighten or darken over time due to contact, giving the jacket a bit of a vintage leather look. The goal is to make it not look like it's made of chocolate. Next, his pants. Our eyes generally prefer seeing darker colors at the bottom, otherwise the thing may look top heavy. In this case, the shade of green on his pants seemed too bright. If they're darker, it should look more natural and more balanced. I also want to make the pants look more like they've been worn regularly and have been used in various environments, so I want to make them look a bit dirtier by adding a bit of brown. Again with a wet brush so the paint distribution is more random. The goal is to make everything look like they've been worn regularly by Vulture. Having clean and brand new looking gear just doesn't fit his character at all. For his gloves, I'm going to paint them black, just so it's not the same color as the jacket. This will help get rid of that chocolate look too. Okay, next I'm applying a wash of brown over the green parts of his helmet to wear it down a bit. And now look how jarring the silver metallic bits look. It's too squeaky clean looking. So I'm doing the same thing again, applying washes of brown over it, to give it more of a rusted look. This material is very slippery, so it takes a while for the paint to stick, but eventually it'll work. Just gotta have patience. Now it's time to add some varnish over his jackets. Acrylic paint dries matte, so this will add a bit of shine back. Okay, like you saw in the beginning of the video, I thought I could make his eyes glow more, but it didn't work. Next, I'm gonna make his furry collar look a bit fluffier, adding in a bit of shading and highlights. Reminds me of painting animal fur. It's not the easiest thing to paint. Alright, now I'm gonna mix some black with silver to create a gunmetal shade. I'm gonna apply it to various mechanical parts of the wings. The wings are too much of the same black. It's Vulture after all, not Batman. Not in this universe at least. I'm gonna add this color to the tips of the wings. In the movie, the tips were pretty much sharp blades. Look at that, the wings look so much more mechanical and dangerous now. There's lots of green bits on the wings, but they're too clean looking. I'm gonna add some weathering effects to the wings with some brown paint. The wings should look a bit rusty and damaged. Alright, here are the wings all finished. I love how they turned out. I don't think the mold is screen accurate, but the wings were never really shown in full display. Vulture was always in the shadows, so it's fine. And finally, those metallic pieces on his arms. I'm gonna do the same thing to them. Okay, in a way, I'm just doing the same thing over the entire figure. Just adding wear and tear and rust to everything. Alright, here's Vulture all finished. The most obvious change is the way his clothes look. They just look so much more natural and less like food. The rusty metal also fits the overall look so much better. I didn't do too much to the back of his wings, since I'm not going to see them much. The front side of the wings though are now much better. I really like how the silver bits reflect depending on the angle. Look at that comparison. The colors on the before versions are just too intense, and I still have this urge to bite his jacket. Chocolate. Alright, let's end this with the photo shoot. The silhouette of this figure is just so awesome. He looks awesome simply by spreading his wings. Ignoring the wings, I think I still did a pretty good job of making the main figure look less toy-like and more like an actual person. But the wings just steal the spotlight as soon as I start posing him. I just love how dynamic the wings look. It's also great that the figure came with a stand. Now those of you who watch my videos know I don't like stands because they are usually distracting. But in this case, the stand blends in with my desk quite nicely, and I need it to put Vulture in more dynamic poses. This figure isn't the most pose friendly, but the wings are. As long as they are balanced, the wings have so much personality. They can also look massive or smaller depending on the angles. What do you think? Do you like what I've done? Give this video a like and let me know down below. I still have a few Spider-Man related videos coming soon. I also want to make a diorama for Vulture and Spider-Man, but I need to figure out a way to keep Vulture in the air first. So stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay inspired and I'll see you soon. I can make it, so can you.